I've been getting a lot of emails lately asking me what the difference is between the Basic 45 and the ASU. And to tell you the truth, there's not really a lot of difference. There's some differences. But when Jimmy came over and saw us Americans, he said, "You guys don't know how to punch." And so he said, "Before I can teach you some Kung Fu, I'm going to teach you how to punch." So I pulled out the Basic 45. He wasn't too concerned with anything except teaching us how to punch. So let me give you an example, first of all, of the differences of the lessons. In lessons, I have a copy right here, by the way, of Jimmy's book with the Basic 45 in it. So on lesson 6 in the Basic 45, it's going to block and scratch and backhand the throat, and then it's going to hit to the ribs and the ribs and the ribs, and then punch into the side of the neck. So you can see it's not target specific. In ASU 6, it's going to block and scratch, backhand to the throat, and it's going to hit the ribs, the heart, and the solar plex, and then hit into the side of the neck. But the main difference is how it's taught. I have seen it taught in the Basic 45. I've seen it taught like this. Okay, the guy throws the left punch. Okay, we're going to get rid of that punch. You know, you just stand here. We're going to get rid of that punch. And this actually, the 6 has taught of the face, not the eyes, in the Basic 45. Call here and here. And then you're going to hit to the ribs and the ribs and the ribs and the punch. Well, in the ASU lessons, we were taught to stand sideways and so that you don't expose yourself. So one of the differences is it's safer to fight from this position than it is from this one. So we were taught to stand sideways and step in with power and block that punch. Not just, okay, we're going to get rid of the punch. Now, I'm not saying that everybody or every teacher teaches the Basic 45 incorrect. They're teaching it exactly like it should be taught, because it doesn't care about how you stand. All it cares about is teaching you how to punch. The ASU lessons, on the other hand, do care about how you stand. So we're taught to stand sideways, step in with power, block with power, and we're taught to punch with power. So let's take another example. Lesson 8, Basic 45. You're going to step out and hook it, force down, backhand. It's going to go the ribs. Let me show you exactly what it does. It says here, it's going to hit to the ribs and the ribs and the ribs. So again, it's target. The targets aren't necessarily specific. In the ASU version, it's going to step out. Now again, we're standing sideways. We're going to step out and force the guy down with power and backhand him with power. And then it's going to go to the spleen and the kidney and the heart. And these are taught with power. So after you backhand, it's going to load up spleen and kidney and heart. So you can see the difference in the way the ASUs are taught is basically a way to fight with. And so when the ASUs are exactly that, we're taught not to stand here and block because you're going to be exposed. We're taught to stand sideways and just like you would in a combat situation. So basically, that is going to be the difference between the ASU lessons and the Basic 45.